Well, welcome, friends and family, to another Monty Man's Meditorial. I've entitled this week's Meditorial, I Need Your Peace. Well, as the holidays are nearly here, I have been thinking a lot about our family's inability to enjoy the festivities, being broke as church mice. I find myself worrying about not being able to purchase material goodies for my children and my wonderful wife. Sound familiar? Well, if we could be a fly on the wall in many homes today, I believe we would find people that have little to nothing in the way of finances to afford them the opportunity to give at least once a year something, regardless how small, to the ones they love. Most people won't share their needs of fear of judgment or pride, and that just doesn't seem right to me. Why can't we be open and transparent when we are hurting financially? So much so that some can't even pay the most basic of living expenses. Why, when others ask us how we're doing, do we so often respond by saying, "I'm doing great," or "just fine, thank you," when all the while we go to bed in tears, wondering where our next meal is coming from? Well, I'm addressing this issue this week because I know how difficult it is to ask for help. I have experienced the self-revealing pain of transparency more times than I care to admit. So I'm not speaking to those of you who have much. Instead, I'm speaking to those of you who have little and are, for whatever reason, living in fear of asking for help. Perhaps you have asked for help and have been judged or criticized, or even had people turn their backs on you. Perhaps you feel like every time you turn around, you're in that financial pickle once again, and you think people are going to say under their breath, "Well, here comes the Smith family again. They never seem to be able to get it together." If this is you, I would like to offer up a suggestion. I know someone who will never turn his back on you. He will never condemn you for your lack of money or refuse his helping hand when you're in need. He's your Heavenly Father, and He knows how hard you struggle. He sees your need, and He feels your pain. And He wants to bless you with His serenity, regardless of your financial position. Now, I know what some of you are saying right now. "Monty, I've been praying for years for things to turn around for our family, and God just doesn't seem to be there." Well, I have felt that way many times myself, and I'm not sure why He works the way He does. But what I do know is that He will never leave you or forsake you. Now, I'm not going to suggest that if you tithe 10% of your income, God will bless you financially. I'm not even going to suggest that God will solve your financial issues if you just believe or pray harder. But what I am going to proclaim is that if you will draw near to Him, He will walk with you through anything. He will be there when you can't even afford to buy your child a new toothbrush. He is the one person that you never have to hold back when it comes to being honest about your struggle. And though you may never see your financial needs met to the degree that you would like, your spiritual needs don't ever have to go unnourished. God will fill you to overflowing with His peace in the midst of the storm. I know. I experience it every day. It's something you don't want to miss. Because, my friend, the storm is always going to be around us. We need shelter from that storm. And that can only be found in the arms of a power greater than ourselves. So I said all of that to say this. If you're like me and you're stressing over the holidays again this year, won't you join me in calling out to God, crying out, even shouting out to our Heavenly Father, "I need your peace now." He will meet you right where you're at. He meets me every day, and He will meet you, but you can't hold back. Speak up. He hears you. And then Don't look for what you think His will for you is. Allow yourself to drop your expectations so you can watch what He does in your heart. Well, until next time, this is the Monty Man, and I am wishing God's perfect serenity for you.